Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 and another part of our McLaren career mode. Today we have one of my favourite races of the season at the Italian Grand Prix in Monza. It was the scene of Sebastian Vettel heroics back in Season 1, where we managed to get some points for Aston Martin, which were hard to come by back then. But yeah, today we are back looking to secure our championship challenge with Lando Norris. He has been in incredible form this season, including coming all the way from the back in the last Grand Prix to win the race. He is 73 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton in the championship. He's got a great chance at winning again today at Monza. Oscar Piastri, we're trying to get him up into the upper echelons of the championship. We are leading the constructors by 42 points over Aston Martin, but that's going to be a very, very close battle from now until the end of the season. Please leave a like if you are enjoying. Thank you for the incredible support on the return to this series. I'm hoping and praying that we can get 3 episodes out a week of this now that Football Manager's taking a bit of a back seat on the channel. So yeah, do leave a like if you're enjoying. Of course, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager content as well. And without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. Starting with Lando Norris with another dev point. So we will add to his defending. He is becoming a very, very complete driver out there now. I'll tell you what, Logan Sargent might be worth a chance at another team going forward. I'm already thinking of what we do if we win Driver and Constructors Championship this season, because that would kind of be the McLaren journey over. The whole idea was to try and get them back to winning a championship. If we do that this season, then that would be unbelievable. I mean, the next people in the project would potentially be Mercedes, if I'm honest with you. Try and get them back to where they belong. Maybe bring Lewis Hamilton home to Mercedes, but I have no idea. You'll have to let me know. Ferrari obviously looking very good down there as well. 7th place. That would be a nice challenge. But yeah, do let me know down in the comments what you think I should do in terms of moving on. But yeah, let's get into the Italian Grand Prix and see how we get on this weekend.
Welcome to Life in the Fast Lane. We're here at Monza in Italy, the home of Ferrari. But who will take home the points this weekend? Let's find out as we get started with the Italian Grand Prix. Monza, a centurion among circuits, dripping with motorsport history. Expect to see cars fly by, as 80% of the track is tackled at full throttle. It's not all go, however, and brakes can be prone to overheating through the tight chicanes that Monza has to offer. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the teams. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. Let's get this underway.
Okay then, let's get ourselves into the weekend, starting with qualifying 1. Okay.
And Lando,
right.
Radio check.
Straight away, going to try and get them out on a tour job. And see if Lando Norris can get a good slipstream from Oscar Piastri. And we'll watch the World Championship leader as he goes through his lap. I think he's a decent distance behind Piastri, but probably not close enough to get a good tour. So here we go then. Let's see how they get on. Oscar Piastri will obviously be trying to get into the top 10. Lando Norris will be competing for pole position, you would imagine. Plenty of grid penalties at this Grand Prix as well. Obviously, we've taken our hit, and I'm hoping we won't have to do so again until the end of the season. We can probably make do with the engines and gearboxes that we've got. And to be fair, Norris actually in a very good range of Piastri, because through these middle sections shouldn't be finding any issue following. 2 purple sectors so far. Oh, and somebody's ran wide. I don't know who or where. I don't know.
Someone's run wide.
It was Verstappen earlier in the lap, but here we go then. Piastri flies round the final corner. Parabolica as Daniel Ricciardo goes quickest with a 1:20.3. Piastri over the line with a 1:20.4, and then Norris over the line with a 20 flat. So much quicker than his teammate Oscar Piastri in that run. And generally a lot quicker than everybody, so I think he did get a little bit of slipstream help there. I think keep those tyres on, and I think we'll go for a second run, but this time Norris leading the way and Piastri following, and hopefully that will allow us to improve. You can see 3/10 quicker than anybody else. I think that definitely means, you know, we're in a good place with that. Right. So Norris out, and there goes Piastri. We're going to get out there early and get our time in the bank. Piastri in a very, very good range of Norris, but we've got the other guys coming out. This could be a big issue. And Oscar should probably be through already anyway. No, Norris will be through. Yeah, everybody coming out together. Yeah, this is going to be a disaster for Oscar Piastri. Yeah, actually slower in that first sector. I think he's okay, to be honest. In this middle sector, he's not really come across any traffic on his travels. Yeah, but yellow in that middle sector. Don't know how much slower, but probably slow enough. Yeah, coming up to the line now. Is it any better? It is actually a lot better, and it goes P2. So yeah, that final sector was very, very good, and now Lando and Oscar are in the way of everybody else. So let's zoom it through. And Max Verstappen currently somebody that is in trouble. Bottas and Ocon are also on the cusp. So here comes Max Verstappen over the line, and what's he going to manage as he comes over that line? Second place, very good lap from him. Leclerc over the line, okay. What about Ocon? Ocon's okay.
Understood, mate.
What about Perez? He comes over the line. Is he going to get through? He's through at the moment. Vettel up to P8. What about Lance Stroll? Can he get out of the bottom 5? No, he can't. Bottas is out. Porsche is out. Sainz goes through. What about Hamilton? He's okay. Tsunoda goes through. He's up to 17th, but is out of qualifying. Zhou Guanyu is the only one that can make a difference. Zhou Guanyu over the line and doesn't improve. So the bottom 5 are set. It's going to be Valtteri Bottas, Yuki Tsunoda, Teo Porsche, Lance Stroll, and Zhou Guanyu. Right, into session 2 then. And well, Piastri's certainly got more confidence in his car than Lando does, but yeah, just the one set of soft tyres, I think, for this middle session. And again, it's probably worth going Lando first. And then
yeah, all good.
Piastri.
Okay, so that's a green
Try
light.
and get that tour for him. So I think Norris is probably in a good enough place anyway. Oh, Piastri's got somebody in the way, as has Norris, actually. Yeah, that's not going to be good. And that was a Ferrari. Yellow flag.
Yellow exit of 6. Yellow exit of 6.
That was Charles Leclerc. I think Norris will be okay, but Piastri has lost a lot of time there. So Norris are 120.4, but it's a long way off our times for the last session, so I think we'll have to head out again. And that's the thing, traffic can really affect you on this track. Right, I'm gonna go again. This time should have a nice clean track to go for. Actually, got a bit of a tour from George Russell there, I'm presuming. That was Russell that went quickest. Sainz has gone just a little bit quicker than that. Let's see how we get on this time. Piastri very much in the range of Lando Norris. And it's a purple first sector for Piastri. So I think Piastri could well be going quickest here. I mean, he's getting an awesome tow. Yeah, purple again in the middle for Piastri. And Lando Norris is going quicker. Will go quicker than Carlos Sainz, you would imagine. But Oscar Piastri is going to be the quickest. You can see how much time he's gaining here. Lando Norris is going to come over the line with a very good time. But Piastri, wow, into the 19s with that. And that will be more than enough to get through for both drivers, you would think. We'll keep an eye on it, but don't think anybody should really get close. Gasly heads over the line. Gasly is out. Oh no, he's up to P10 actually. Beg your pardon. But that's not quicker than either of our drivers. Giovinazzi in the Williams, can he get through into the top 10? He goes 8th. What about Ocon? Ocon over the line, he's still 6th. Leclerc now over the line, he goes 5th. Perez now has a chance to get through into the top 10. He's out of qualifying. Verstappen, currently out of qualifying, goes 2nd. Excellent time from him. Sainz over the line, only 4th. Hamilton is 10th, but could go straight out of qualifying if Ricciardo can hook up his time. Ricciardo over the line, he goes 5th, so Hamilton is out of qualifying. Albon goes through, Ocon's out as well. Russell and Vettel to come over the line. Where are they going to end up? It's 6th and 9th for the Mercedes and the Alpine, but the big news is that Esteban Ocon and 2nd place man in the championship, Lewis Hamilton, out of qualifying, and Sergio Perez, slowest of the lot. Well then, it's going to be an intense Q3. We've got 2 sets of soft tyres to go. I think we'll do our first run on used tyres, but it kind of disadvantages whoever. Well, I suppose if we do Piastri's run first, and then Lando's. So Norris goes out.
Yeah, ready to check. Okay. Track
Damn it, Piastri's gone out first now. So that's actually gone disastrously wrong, because Norris is now going to be tailing Piastri on used tyres, and Piastri's on his new tyres. Hopefully he will be able to stick with George Russell, but yeah, not great, not great. And the Alpines come out as well, so it's actually not gone well at all for our drivers. Keep an eye on Norris. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be green for him. Piastri not going to get his best time, although Piastri is closing up to... This car will get a nice tow up to the line, but it's, wow, only a 20.4, and Norris actually only third there. It's whether we can get them back out and back in time for a final run. We might be able to, you know. Might be able to. I should just about be able to, actually. So Norris, he's going to go out first, then Piastri. Oh, but Piastri's been held up. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. I mean, we might as well bring Norris in then. There's no real way that he can give Piastri what he needs. I'm actually going to call them both in. Right. New tyres. It does mean Piastri's going to have a tyre disadvantage tomorrow, but... yeah, we need to give them both a chance. That looks pretty good. Looks like Piastri's going to get the Alpine. He's very, very close to the Alpine, actually. So Piastri might end up on pole position here. So we'll watch Lando Norris. We'll see how he gets on. But he is a bit further away from Piastri than he would have liked. Piastri, meanwhile, is in a good slipstream position on the Alpine in front. You can tell, I mean, Piastri was sort of 6 kilometers per hour quicker at top speed than Norris was. So this is massive. Oscar Piastri could well find himself on pole position here. Norris needs to try and get onto the front row, but doesn't feel especially fast. But purple first sector for Oscar. But remember, he has a tyre disadvantage tomorrow. He won't have any new sets of soft tyres. Here we come through the middle sector. Oscar Piastri. Purple through the middle sector. Norris green. So it looks like Piastri is going to do it. As long as he doesn't catch the Alpine in front. Verstappen, currently on pole position, does have a grid penalty. But here we go then. Ricciardo and Albon, P2 and P3. Here comes the Alpine over the line. Magnussen, but Piastri takes pole position with a 19.9, and Norris goes up to P3. But wow, what a time from Oscar Piastri. But what a performance from the two Alfa Romeos. They're going to be 3rd and 4th on the grid tomorrow. And fair play to everyone there. That was a good qualifying session. George Russell, he's got a grid penalty as well, so Carlos Sainz will be up there. But here we go, ready for the race. with Oscar Piastri on pole position.
But there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
McLaren's performance during qualifying was stellar. They're in pretty much the ideal position for the race. Aston Martin were on target for qualifying. Now it's up to them to defy expectations for the race itself. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
Well, this is going to be one thrilling Italian Grand Prix, and we're nearly ready to kick things off.
Okay, here we go then. Ready for the Grand Prix. We can do some sponsor slots. Not actually. I mean, we can't even do that, can we? Because that will just guarantee a loss. But let's have a little look at what Norris can do. He can do mediums and softs. It actually looks like medium hard might be the way to go. Yeah, possibly slightly more aggressive from the start. Piastri can do the same. And we'll give both drivers every chance. And it could be a pretty intense race between them. We've not really had this chance before with both drivers 1 and 2, but it could be an absolutely crackerjack of a Grand Prix. So let's get into it and see how we get on.
Overcast day for the drivers who've now taken position on the grid. And there's McLaren. They're in pole position, and they've got to be happy about that. Norris there, further down the grid. They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds of the race. The race start is mere seconds away.
So in McLaren 1-2.
Here we go. It's the Italian Grand Prix.
And we are ready for the lights. Lights out, away we go.
Away we go.
Here in Italy, it's a great start off the grid. You can see what tyres people are on. And you can see Daniel Ricciardo and Alex Albon, they'll be potentially having a little go here into turn 1, and it's Lando Norris side by side with his teammate as it stands, but Oscar Piastri does lead this Italian Grand Prix, but they're still going at it here, hammer and tongs, but Lando Norris does have a chance to maybe go down the outside, but Piastri leads the Grand Prix. Of course, started on pole position in Belgium. Made a mistake in the first couple of laps. That meant he didn't have a chance to convert it into a victory. We're going to give him every chance today, though, because he is looking very, very good. We've then got Ricciardo and Albon following. Carlos Sainz in 5th place on the medium tyres. We know later in the stint we're going to be a lot quicker than those Alfa Romeos because they're on used soft tyres. But we've got Lando Norris having a little look at Oscar Piastri. Doesn't quite manage it, and we have managed to build out the lead to almost a second in that first lap, and that's exactly what we need to do. And again, Lando Norris having a look, trying to go down the inside into turn 1 by the looks of things, but Piastri closes the door. And Piastri's going to be difficult to overtake. So I'm going to go on a neutral on the ARS deployment. And we should find that through the middle sector. We are quicker than Daniel Ricciardo, but Ricciardo is staying with us for now. And as I said last time, Albon has had a very good season for Alfa Romeo as well. And yeah, they are within striking distance, are the Alfa Romeo. So it could be quite an intense race. It might not just be our 2 drivers that are going for it. Give Albon the license to push on the tyres as well. Once again, Pulling out of the slipstream. Giving himself a little door to potentially open, but it's DRS where this race is going to be.
DRS is enabled.
Won and lost. And here we go again with Oscar Piastri this time on the inside line. And I think he'll be closing the door on Lando Norris again here, and he does indeed. You can see Daniel Ricciardo managing to stay within DRS range in third place at the moment. But as they go through the Curva Grande, very, very close. And Piastri is surely going to lose out here to Lando Norris. But what is imperative for him... Oh, somebody spun at turn 4. Once again, it looks like Sergio Perez in the Ferrari. Well, no, it's Giovinazzi, actually. Perez is just at the back. But yeah, what's imperative for Piastri is that if he does get overtaken by Norris, he stays with him. Doesn't let Daniel Ricciardo get through as well. But yeah, this is very, very close. We filled them up with fuel, so they are going to be able to push flat out from start to finish. And here we go then. Is Lando Norris going to be able to get the move done this time? He has DRS open. And look at Daniel Ricciardo, he's pulled well over to the inside, and Ricciardo will be having a go here at Lando Norris. He goes down the inside, and Daniel Ricciardo almost got through there against his former teammate. And they're still going side by side into the Curva Grande. And we got somebody is locked up. Have we had a big smash up at the back of the grid? It looks like we have. I'm not sure what happened.
There's contact. It's chaos on the track.
I think it was Porsche locked up and went into the back of Zhou Guanyu. Luckily, not an airplane crash. It could have well have been that. But no. And again, we've got Piastri leading Lando Norris. Norris has DRS. This has got to be the time that Norris goes for it. Is he going to pull out into the inside? It doesn't look like it. But Daniel Ricciardo once again has a chance. Well, everybody down to 9th position is in this leaders DRS train. So this race is very much just beginning. But Piastri doing a very good job at the moment, holding off his teammate Lando Norris, and because he's 73 points ahead in the championship, his closest rival out of the points at the moment, there's no real need to bring in team orders here and let Norris through, so I'm quite happy to let it run. So I think now time to zoom it on a little bit. Oh, somebody ran wide. I think it was Norris. Norris has run wide.
Let's see what happened there. Watch this. We're looking
yeah,
at
look at that.
Norris.
Just caught in the dirty air, and that could be crucial.
You can use energy.
And now Piastri needs to push on, get away from Daniel Ricciardo. And Ricciardo himself is defending from his teammate Alex Albon. And Piastri's just got to give it his all now.
Okay, mate, nice work.
Norris past George Russell.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Piastri not. He's not going to be able to hold on to this position much longer. How quickly can Norris get up to the back of Magnussen? Who knows? But yeah, Piastri's going to lose out to Ricciardo, you would think, fairly shortly. Well, then Ricciardo's surely going to lose his tyres fairly shortly. So keep an eye on it, but there goes Daniel Ricciardo. I think that will be him into the lead, will it? No, not quite. Piastri's still doing an amazing job. Finally does lose a position, but gains it back. Norris, meanwhile, in a battle with George Russell, and that's slowing his race down. So time to change tack with Norris. Maybe look after the tyres a little bit more.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, we're now exposed up top with Piastri because Ricciardo and his teammate are fighting us. And Norris not really doing much damage here. On K-Mag. Oh, there's a big crash. There's a big crash. And I think it was Lewis Hamilton involved.
Was that a crash?
I think we need to see the replay of this.
Take a look now. Okay, so there we have the Alpine.
And it's an Alpine, and I think it's Sebastian Vettel. Just big lock-up, crashes into the back of Hamilton, who crashes into an Alfa Romeo of Albon, who's just come out the pits. So Albon now out of this. Vettel's got a penalty. Sainz has a penalty, actually. I'm not sure why Sainz has a penalty. But yeah, Ricciardo's still chasing after Piastri now. I think Ricciardo could well be coming into the pits this lap or the next lap. Verstappen, by the way, back up into P3. We know he's quick. What tyres are he? He's on mediums, so...
Nice job, mate. Nice job.
Norris, by the way, back past Russell. Starting to catch up the Sainz. Sainz into the pit, so it must have been Sainz that got hit, not Hamilton. Yeah. Ricciardo still out there.
P7. Nice job.
And McLaren
Norris
with a great overtake.
still battling with Russell. Yeah, I've just realised actually that I got those the wrong way around, didn't it?
We just need to push now. Copy.
That's fine, so we can push a bit more with Piastri. It was Norris I was going to go a little bit longer with. How far off are we? Not that far off. Piastri still side by side with Daniel Ricciardo. So at a very interesting part of this Grand Prix, obviously Piastri down to second at the moment We got Norris and Russell fighting it out. So actually, I'm gonna attack with Norris now.
100% pace, 100% pace.
And see what he can do for the next couple of laps.
This is really good.
Because he is going to be coming in very soon. So let's zoom it forward. Let's see what he can pull out here.
McLaren gain a position.
Piastri back into the lead. Almost desperately trying to push on. I think it's going to be this lap. I'm going to go on to the hard tyres. I'm going to just try and undercut these guys. Piastri's going to go a little bit longer. So we'll see if Norris can pull it out this lap. So here he comes. Around Parabolica. And into the pits he goes now. Weather-wise, I'm not expecting any rain, but it could happen. Norris is in now.
And just
Russell in the same lap. Needs to be released, and he's not. So he's behind Russell. So that couldn't have went much worse, really, for Norris.
McLaren with a great
Never
overtake.
mind. So, oh, and we got a, well, a Haas car's just made it past as well, so yeah, Norris in a really poor position now in this race, and he's only just ahead of his championship rival. We got yellow flags somewhere on the track. Somebody's spun.
Oh, there's a spin.
I think it's Lance Stroll. And somehow Ricciardo is managing to cling on to these tyres. Surely he's going to be coming into the pits either this lap or next.
So we just need to push now. With tyres are happy to push.
Ricciardo's in. So now we're going to give it our everything for a lap. And hope that he can come back out. I mean, he's projected to come back out in 10th place, which is behind the Williams cars. So we might just give it another lap or so of high intensity laps. So where's Ricciardo coming out? Yeah, he might get caught behind those Williams cars. That might help us out. So, Norris, by the way, is about to be passed by Lewis Hamilton. Okay. I'm going to actually zoom it through a little bit here. Piastri's in. Oh, no. Ricciardo got him. That's exactly what we didn't want. Yeah, I sort of forgot that Piastri was coming in then, but all that we'd booked him in.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
But now he's just behind Daniel Ricciardo. And he will surely get past him. But it's going to be a fight until the end of this race, you would feel.
I think
Norris
someone's run wide.
Ahead of Bottas at the moment. But yeah, I think we need to zoom it through until later in the Grand Prix. Verstappen and Magnussen are going long in this race. Gasly in P3 as it stands. And All of those on medium tyres. I think they must be going softs for the final stint. New fastest lap for Oscar Piastri. So yeah, we'll zoom it through towards sort of the last 10 laps-ish. Magnussen. Oh, and we have got multiple cars crashed. And it looks like Perez. Is that going to be a safety car? I don't think so. So again, it's Piastri versus Ricciardo at the moment. And it looks like it was involving Perez and Albon, the other Alfa Romeo. And once again, Albon caught up in the crossfire. And what a shame. I mean, it looked like he was going to potentially compete for the win. He's had a real shocker. Through no fault of his own, lower down the order. Anyway, Max Verstappen is into the pits. So it's Piastri and Ricciardo leading this Grand Prix.
Did somebody
decent amount ahead. Everybody else is, well, Lando Norris now.
Just moved up a place.
Following Max Verstappen by the looks of the things. I think now it's the time to maybe go aggressive with both drivers.
Happy to push.
Can Norris get into a good position on Max Verstappen? To be honest with you, he may well get past Russell and Magnussen as well. If he can follow with Max. It might be worth keeping him on standard for now. Same with Piastri.
Like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
So yeah,
look up on the track.
It looks like it's going to be Ricciardo versus Piastri pretty much all the way. So we'll watch perhaps the last 5 laps or so.
Looks like there's been a lock-up.
Looks like it is just going to be them two. I don't think Russell and Magnussen are going to get into that battle. How are Ricciardo's tyres looking? I mean, Ricciardo's on mediums, to be fair. So Ricciardo's tyres aren't going to be there come the end of the race. So I think Piastri might have this in the bag. Yeah.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Now, what could turn this race around is a safety car. Verstappen, by the way, has spun, so Norris now in a very good position. Norris could be the biggest threat to his teammate Oscar Piastri here. Which is quite unbelievable, isn't it?
Seems to have been a lock-up.
Yeah.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
So I'll take it to lap 48 and then we'll take over. Yep, I think they're going to have enough. Yeah.
Oh, they've run wide.
So here's Oscar Piastri. He's got decent tyres. We're going to actually attack with those. And we're going to attack Lando Norris as well. And here he comes, Piastri down the inside.
100% pace, 100% pace.
And he's through.
Yeah, confirm.
But it's so tough to get a gap. This track. Because of the DRS zones. We have more yellow flags.
Like a spin.
Tsunoda is the one that has spun, and they are side by side. I mean, they are going for it hammer and tongs here. Norris as well. Look at this. And Piastri back past Ricciardo. Let's keep pushing. It'll be the last few laps where it's really interesting. I'm wondering if we should try and harvest.
We just need to charge up.
Yeah.
A little bit here. So we can have a final couple of lap push. But everybody's tyres except ours are in an awful state. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Is he going to manage to outdrag him here before the DRS zone? No. So Piastri is going to have a great chance here with DRS.
4 more laps.
And we've got 4 laps to go.
Copy.
Daniel Ricciardo still following. I think Piastri's tyres are hanging on here. We should be in a good place with our deployment. Coming up to the final 2 laps. So here we go. Piastri is now going to get license to push.
Use energy if you need.
I'm going to have to go balanced on the fuel for both drivers.
Some lift and coast will help that.
And here comes Daniel Ricciardo. This is going to be his best
And
chance.
save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now. Confirm.
As Lando Norris pulls away. But can Oscar Piastri win his first Grand Prix?
2 more laps. 2 more laps.
Still everything to play for. Ricciardo staying with him. His tyres are screaming for dear life. And now with ERS, Piastri should be able to hold him off. And he might well find himself more than a second ahead soon. Not now, 7.5 tenths. So Ricciardo's going to be able to close right back in here with the DRS. Piastri trying to break that toe a little bit. Ricciardo follows him, and again, back within half a second. But Ricciardo just can't seem to get close enough to pass him. And here we come round the Parabolica for the penultimate time. So here it is then, the final lap of this Italian Grand Prix. New fastest lap for Oscar Piastri. And, well, Norris has just stolen it back. Very, very good. Now then. Still pushing crazy. He hasn't got much ERS deployment left, but he flies through the first sector. And Oscar Piastri, I think, is going to have done it now. I think we're going to look after the tyres now for the rest of this race. I don't think Oscar Piastri can be caught. Let's look after the car.
We need to charge it.
Copy.
But Piastri is not actually as safe as we think, because Ricciardo has got a great run on him here as they head up towards Parabolica for the final time. This is going to be a drag race up to the line. But I think it's going to be Oscar Piastri who wins here in Italy. Terrific result for Piastri. And Lando Norris is going to finish third. And he will settle for that after his mistake earlier in the Grand Prix, reduced him to 10th place. But Oscar Piastri wins, and that's his first ever victory in Formula One.
Good job, mate. Very well controlled.
Absolutely awesome stuff. Sainz beats Hamilton over the line in the end. Gasly 9th, a very good 9th place. Ocon finishes in 10th. Verstappen only 6th. So Red Bull again, a poor day for them. Russell, another good result for him in 5th. Magnussen continuing his good season, but it's Oscar Piastri who gets all the plaudits today and wins the Italian Grand Prix. A little bit further down, a bit of an awful day for Sergio Perez. He's comfortably last of everybody in that Ferrari, and in front of the Tifosi, no points for Ferrari, and that is pretty embarrassing for them. Daniel Ricciardo, another terrific performance from him. He'll be very happy with that.
It was such a joy to watch McLaren's driver give it their all.
Fair play to Oscar Piastri for winning that Grand Prix there.
McLaren have shown some serious chops here. A good result for the team from Surrey.
That's right, the team really deserves to celebrate this success before looking ahead to the next race.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Meet us next at the Marina Bay Circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.
Very good. So Oscar Piastri wins, and only a 10th of a second off fastest lap as well. Lando Norris managed to get that. Daniel Ricciardo, a brilliant second, as I've said, and yeah, very, very happy with that. Into the Drivers' Championship then. Lando Norris does extend his lead. He's now 85 points, 85 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who is in second. Carlos Sainz is in third there. Magnussen still in fourth, looking good. Piastri now up to fifth. Obviously, we want to try and get him up into those runners-up positions and help us in the constructors, which, again, we've extended that point gap today by an extra 31 points over Aston Martin, meaning we're now 73 points ahead in that championship. So there you go. Lando Norris gets a development point. I'm assuming Piastri will too. Yeah, very, very good from him. And Logan Sargent should as well. Oh, he should have done, but he didn't. But there you go then. Excellent Grand Prix and another victory in the bank. And it does feel like it is going to be a McLaren season to win this year. We have got a new regulations vote for the financial changes. Looking to reduce the money at the top, increase it at the bottom. I'm happy with that, to try and give it a little bit more fairness across the grid. But that is that, and yeah, as I say, Lando Norris is flying towards the first Drivers' Championship. He's struggled in this series so far, particularly compared to his teammates Daniel Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas, but he's now very much in the running and should win the championship from here, really. But you look at that lineup, and Red Bull 4th, Mercedes in 5th there, Ferrari 7th. This order has completely changed, and that's really fun, and I'm really, really happy that that's been the case. Only 2 pointless drivers this season, Zhou Guanyu and Antonio Giovinazzi, despite the fact that Zhou Guanyu has been a standout performer in recent years for Haas. He's not quite been on it this season for them, and yeah, he'll be disappointed. But Oscar Piastri wins the Grand Prix, gets his first victory in Formula 1. So that is where we're going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed that, then give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more content on F1 Manager, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.